through some introductions so that you guys can meet the team behind this program. We're also going to do introductions among the rest of the mentors so that you guys can meet each other and at least just know who else is a mentor during this time. And then we're going to go through expectations and review some of the requirements and then open it up for Q&A. So I'll go first. I'm Alexa Morse. I'm based in Atlanta, Georgia. I work at the Global Center for Medical Innovation. I also spend some time with Georgia Bio, and I've helped launch this mentor program with the rest of the team. So I will turn it over to Christina for her introduction, and then we'll pass it along to Kristen and then Megan.
Well, good morning, and don't let Alexa be humble here. This is really her project. So thank you so much to Alexa for running this. So I'm Christina Forbes. I'm Vice President of Operations for CGHI and Georgia Bio. And I will stay on mute for most of this call because there's construction going on at my condo. But thank you guys so much for participating in this. We're really excited to be a part of this. And I know all the mentees have been going through their professional development sessions, and they're excited to get to know y'all. So thank you.
Good morning. I am Kristen Boskin, and I'm the director at the Georgia Bioed Institute. And we exist to help bridge and make connections between future workforce and the industry. So you all are just a key component in that, and that first step, or maybe even second or third step, and helping become the beginning of somebody's network and just helping navigate through that. So thanks so much for being a part of this program. And I don't think that Megan is on yet. Are you on, Megan?
I am. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Peekaboo. Hey, I'm Megan Heafy. I work with Kristen at the Georgia Bioed Institute. I'm the project coordinator for our Rural Teacher Training Initiative, and I run our equipment depot, which, if you've never heard of that, we take in supplies from companies across the state. It can be expired consumables, used equipment, basically anything that you're looking to get rid of, a teacher can probably use in their classroom. So we now have a 2,400 square foot warehouse where we can store that. And then we'll get those supplies to teachers so that they don't have to spend their money on those things. So happy to see all you guys on this, and looking forward to hearing how the mentoring goes.
Thanks, Megan. All right, so that is the team behind this. And once again, thank you all for taking part in this. We really could obviously not do this without you. So we're extremely grateful that you volunteered your time to be part of this. So what I'd like to do next is jump into just some brief introductions of all the mentors. So I'm just going to work my way down the list and call on you guys. If you could just say your name, what you do, the company that you work for, we would appreciate it. And any other, if you want to share a fun fact, feel free to do it. Definitely don't have to do that. But I'm going to start out with Margaret Offerman.
Hi, I'm also known as Kenny. I am a medical oncologist, tumor biologist, and I am the CEO of a startup company out of Emory in Georgia State called Oncospherics. So we're developing small molecules for advanced cancer that target the expression of hypoxia-inducible factors. And so we're moving forward. So I'm looking forward to participating.
Thanks. Nikia?
Yes, I'm Nikia Militia. I work at Georgia Tech as a entrepreneur in residence, but very active in the entrepreneurial ecosystem, very active with the National Science Foundation, Defense, DoD labs, all of that. So yeah, that's me. And fun fact, I don't know if it's a fun fact, but more of kind of a crazy thing. I'm obsessed with Twizzlers. So.
That is a fun fact. All right, David Lockman.
Hi, David Lockman. I'm with Bio here in Washington, D.C., although I'm sitting right now in my study in Silver Spring, Maryland, where I've been for the last few months. We partner with Georgia Bio and with our other state bios around the country. I'm in federal government relations, so I try to educate federal policymakers about what all of you do and why it's important and how public policy can continue to support the tremendously successful innovative sector we have built here in this country, and certainly beg them not to wreck it. So hopefully I come off of a 25-year career in Capitol Hill and the New York State Legislature before that, and hopefully work with some of these aspiring mentees to help them if they're interested in looking more at the public policy space.
Thanks, David. Lydia Atherton.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, my camera privacy settings won't let me share my face. I am the poultry diagnostic consultant running all of North America for IDEX Laboratories. I'm also based in Atlanta. Fun fact is, based on my profession and my clinical expertise, I'm pretty good at deboning a chicken in the kitchen.
That's a great one. BR, and I don't know how to pronounce your last name, so I will
Hey,
let
this
you
is
say
Achyut.
it.
Yeah, no problem. So this is Achyut. Thank you for having me here. So I'm a cancer scientist working at the Winship Cancer Institute at Emory University. So my role is to help investigator to move forward with the preclinical pipeline, like all kinds of imaging, cancer models, and treatments. So my goal here is to educate younger generation and how to choose career path, especially the alternate jobs right now, and because a lot of people are struggling with their current job. So I'm very excited to mentor all the mentees. So yeah, let's see. Thank you.
Great. Chris Carabinos.
Good morning. So I've sort of got two roles here. One, I'm the managing partner for Carabinos Technology Associates. We're a small boutique consulting firm helping healthcare companies, especially technology providers, develop and launch new products around healthcare. So I've worked for a couple of different software companies over the years. And so product development is my passion. The other role I have here is I'm the chair of an organization called TAG Digital Health. For those of you here in Atlanta, you're very familiar with TAG. Those of you not in Atlanta, it's the Technology Association of Georgia, is the largest statewide technology association in the country. We have 26 societies. I'm chair of the Healthcare Digital Health Society, which is one of the largest ones. So thank you, Alexa.
Great. Don Prather.
Yeah, hi, I'm Don. It's Prather, but everyone says Prather, so no problem. I'm a biotech patent attorney at Munier Carlin Kerfman here in Atlanta, and just looking to build up the IP workforce in Atlanta. Fun fact is the pandemic has, it's been bad for most everything, but it's been good for my golf game, and my kids couldn't do anything else. So at least my kids are playing golf now too, so.
That's great. Emily Wycombe.
Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Wycombe. I am a lead medical writer with a company here in Atlanta called Symentum, part of the largest worldwide medical communications company, Nucleus Global. My role is to develop scientific communications and inform on communication strategies for our clients, which are typically big pharma. Fun fact, I'm currently training for a half marathon, so I just got back from a little 5 miles. So still a little trying to get the day going.
Nice. Jason Kim.
Hi, thank you for this invitation. I'm really looking forward to the program. I'm currently the director of osteoarthritis programs at the Arthritis Foundation here in Atlanta. But prior to that, I spent about 10 years doing medical diagnostics as a scientist and a product developer. So I'm hoping to sort of share knowledge maybe on the nonprofit side as well as the sort of entrepreneurial science side. So thank you.
Great, thanks. JP006628. What is your real name?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, sorry about that. That's I guess my work identifier. I'm Mike Bruner, and I'm here in Atlanta. I'm a partner at Jones Day in the intellectual property practice. I practice biotech and patent law. I actually did a postdoc at the CDC about 20 years ago and have been out of the lab since then. So looking forward to the program. A fun fact about me is I recently bought a used Jeep Wrangler. So in the pandemic, I've been kind of obsessed with working on that and playing around with it. Thanks.
Nice. Susanna.
it's so good to see your face.
Good to see you.
And hi to Kenny, and one of my colleagues, Lynn Elmore, is here too. So this is like a reunion. I'm Susanna Greer. I'm one of the 3 scientific directors in extramural discovery science at the American Cancer Society. Let's see, I was actually recruited to Atlanta, to Georgia State, as a distinguished Cancer Coalition Scholar about 14 years ago. So I ran a lab at Georgia State until I joined the ACS. And an interesting fact about me is I host the ACS Research Podcast. So really excited to meet all these wonderful mentees.
Awesome. Paul Fitzpatrick.
Hi, Alexa. Thanks for having me. I'm Paul Fitzpatrick. I have a kind of a diverse background, entrepreneur, been involved with 10 or so startups, everything from pre-revenue on up to $250 million in revenue, in all sorts of service industries, healthcare service industries, medical devices. I provide fractional CEO, C-level engagements to startups, early stage companies, board engagements. I'm currently with one of those engagements, currently the CEO of Advanced Catheter Therapies located in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I split my time between the coast of Maine, mid-coast Maine, and Georgia. And I guess a fun fact would be, out of all the ventures I've been involved in healthcare and medical devices, the only one was outside of healthcare, which was my wife and I used to love the TV show, the Bob Newhart. I don't know if any of you guys remember it, but they had an inn in Vermont. So she and I did the crazy thing. We bought an inn on a lake in New Hampshire and ran that for a couple of years, and decided we were pretty crazy to do that. And anyways, we exited that, but we did pretty well. So that was a fun fact.
Great. Rob DeMont.
Hey, thank you. And thank you to everybody. Really excited to be a part of the program. Before I get into my main job, I think some of the folks on the call here that I'm familiar with would say that my secondary job is to harass Maria Thacker, Christina Forbes, and Kristen Boskin over at Georgia Bio. I'm on the phone with them frequently. So that's kind of a part-time job. But my main job is I'm the translational research advocate between Georgia Tech and Emory in the biomedical engineering department. So I help our faculty on both campuses translate their technology out of the university and into the startup ecosystem or into licensing opportunities with existing industry. I came into that role from the Metro Atlanta Chamber, where I was the director of the bioscience healthcare practice. In my side gig, my true side gig is I'm actually an entrepreneur, a co-developer of a startup company, co-founder of a startup company in the vaccine development space. And so kind of wear a few different hats. I will say that for the IP attorneys on the call, we should connect, since my department is doing a lot of pilot things that Georgia Tech typically doesn't engage in, but is with my role to engage local law firms and some of the efforts that we're undertaking. And then Susanna, I just have to say, Gary Reedy is a good colleague, a good friend and mentor. Very close with the folks at ACS. So happy to see that you're a part of this as well. But thanks for having me.
Thanks, Rob. Lynn Elmore.
Good morning. Like Susanna, I'm at the American Cancer Society, headquartered in Atlanta. I direct one of the 3 research programs, and that's related to cell biology and preclinical cancer research. I've been at the ACS for about 3.5 years, and before that I was in academia at the Medical College of Virginia and Massey Cancer Center for about 18 years, where I was a breast cancer biologist. And the fun fact is I've recently relocated from my Midtown apartment and came up to my hometown in the Traverse City area, northern Michigan. So it's a cheery capital of the world, and it's already very cold. I'm wearing hat, mittens, and coats.
Great.
But I'm happy to be here and thrilled to be a part of this team and program. Thanks.
Awesome, thank you. Paul Gianeski.
Hi, good morning, and thanks, Alexa, for including me. Paul Gianeski, I'm with a company called Hatch Medical. We're a medical device incubator and technology broker. We have offices, I split my time between the Panhandle of Florida and Atlanta. So I'm in Florida right now. It's not cold, no mittens, no hat. I see one of my clients, I won't disclose who he is unless he wants to, on here. I've been very involved in the medical device and healthcare ecosystem in Atlanta for a number of years as a mentor to Georgia Tech's Venture Lab program. I've been very active with the Southeastern Medical Device Association, which is now Southeastern Life Sciences Association, continue to be on the board there. And I'm also an active angel investor, primarily early stage medical device through the Biomed Investor Network, which is here in Atlanta, and then also another group I'm just becoming more involved with, which is the Keiretsu Forum. So thanks for having me.
Thanks, Paul. Rob Pearson.
Good morning, I'm Rob Pearson. I'm the Assistant Dean of Professional Development and Career Planning in the graduate school at Emory. And I'm really excited to meet the mentees and connect with all of you. In my role, I help prepare graduate students in all fields, including biomedical fields, for careers that they will find really exciting and interesting. And we're trying to build up more and more connections to industry so that our doctoral students can find awesome jobs. So thank you for having me, and it's nice to meet everyone.
Great, thanks. Sarah Fitzgerald.
Good morning, everyone. Sarah Fitzgerald, and I am the field marketing leader with Cytiva, and I cover the US, Canada, and Latin America. Many of you might not be familiar with Cytiva, so I'll take a quick second to share about our company. We were formerly GE Healthcare Life Sciences, and GE divested us and we joined the Danaher family earlier this year. So very proud to be part of Danaher. We are a supplier for the life sciences industry, everything from drug discovery all the way through drug manufacturing. And as a matter of fact, we're so busy right now with respect to COVID vaccine development. I believe we're involved in the majority of vaccines under development, and just what a wonderful privilege to be part of important efforts for our world. Personally, I'm based here in Atlanta, and I'm a scientist by training. I have a PhD and did a postdoc at Emory University in HIV vaccine development. And I would say my fun fact is I've been a commercial leader at Cytiva, or GE, for over 20 years, but my biggest passion is not so much the selling, but of the development of people. And that's partly why I raised my hand here. A good day for me is when someone that I've had a chance to touch and be part of their life and mentor them progresses in their career and development. So the other thing that I really have a passion for is inclusion and diversity. And I'm part of the council here at my company. So I hope to bring that to whatever I do here in mentoring. So thank you for having me.
That's great. Thanks, Sarah. So my list kept changing. I just want to make sure, did we capture everybody or did anybody not go? If you didn't go, speak up now. All right, I think we got everyone. So thank you everyone for this introduction.
I forgot my fun fact though.
Oh, go ahead, Paul.
My dog has been by my side the entire time here. So I was gonna, just when I was going to bring her into the camera, she ran away. So she comes back. I won't say a word. I'll just move her into the camera so you guys can see.
What kind of dog?
She's a Wheaten Terrier. Piper, come here. Come here. She's gonna come over if you guys want to say hi to her real quick. Come here.
Of course.
Yeah, we do.
Dogs and children. So this is Piper.
Oh.
So that's my fun fact. So anyway.
That's a great fun fact. All right, perfect. Well, thank you everyone for doing your intros. Before we dive more into the program, I'm going to pass it over to Kristen.
Yeah, so I didn't say my fun fact either, but this fun fact I think will be relative to many of you all now that I've gotten to hear your backgrounds with so many of y'all involved in startups and having side gigs. My side gig is with economic development in the life sciences area as part of the Innovation Crescent, which is, 95% of innovation happens in Georgia within that region. And this group of economic developers tries to support startups by offering a scholarship to exhibit at a couple of the national conferences. So one is HIMSS, which is Health Information Management. So any health IT startups that you may feel like are ready to do some networking, it's a really great opportunity for you. So just get in touch with me for that. And the other one is at Bio. Which I think is a Philly maybe this coming year. So just let me know if you have a startup that you feel like would benefit from that exposure and networking, and we'll try to get you there. Thanks, Alexa.
Thanks, Kristen. All right, so we'll dive into the program, and I'll start out just by giving some context of what the mentees have already gone through. So we've tried our best to actually prepare them ahead of time before actually making that connection to you. So we've had them go through a series of professional development sessions. Those have been focused on resumes, professional communication, elevator pitch, professional etiquette, and online presence. And so those have been spaced out by a week. So that's been the past 4 weeks. And after each one, they've actually had a deliverable to submit to us. And so we tried our best to go through the deliverables and give feedback, but that was just part of the program, just to give them some professional context ahead of time. We wanted to kind of prep them before actually getting them to you. So hopefully by this point, they'll be a little bit more ready for that relationship. Some of them might ask you for feedback on their deliverables. So we're going to share those with you, but that doesn't have to be the main focus of your relationship with them. So that's just context of what they've gone through. But in terms of pairing, each of you will be paired with 2 mentees. We've already spoken with you if you have been paired with 3. But really all that looks like is we ask that you have 2 virtual meetings with each mentee that you're paired with. The exact look of that is completely up to you. We actually will be sending out a deliverable after this to give you guys some guidance on how you could potentially structure it, but really it's up to you. We want it to be open-ended. We have asked mentees to come to you though with a clear ask of what they want out of this mentor relationship. So that ask might be, I want to expand my network. I want to meet more people. It might be, I really want to hone in on my resume, or, some aspect of professional development, or, hey, I want guidance on, I'm about to apply for a job. So they should come with a clear ask. That's what we've asked them to do. But hopefully they'll come and you guys can discuss that during your first virtual meeting. And then we just ask that, you have a second follow-up meeting with them to either, discuss what they've learned from that first meeting. You can even give them homework or tips or additional goals to work on between your first meeting and your second meeting, but completely up to you with how you want to structure it. And then those meetings themselves, they can be as long as you want, maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Again, completely up to you and your schedules. We just ask that there's 2 of them and that you have them before December. So at the end of this, we'll be concluding in December. That's where we'll just have a feedback survey as well. We definitely want your input. If you have feedback before that survey, we would love to hear it. This is the first time that we're actually doing this program. And really the main focus was how can we best help these mentees? So hence the professional development sessions that they went through ahead of time. So those are just, high level overview of how this will happen. Later today, I'll be sending out emails connecting you with your mentees. We've asked the mentees that they actually reach out to you first though. So they should be reaching out and being proactive and setting up a meeting with you, either requesting times or just, responding to that email first. If no one hears from their mentees, please let me know. We definitely want to stay on top of them and make sure that they're actually responding and making sure that, you guys are willing to invest your time. So we just want to make sure that it's actually, you're able to do what you're here to do and actually make a meaningful impact. So I'll stop there. Christina, Kristen, did I miss anything so far? Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Or Megan, did I miss anything?
Hey, Alex, is it possible to somehow share the team of mentors and a little bit a blurb of everybody's background? Because one of the things I could see happening is this is a great group here with lots of talent and lots of diverse experience. And I might get asked something that maybe I'm not prepared to respond to or have the experience, but I could refer them to somebody else and make that connection among the team. So I don't know how much trouble that would be, but that could be helpful.
It is no trouble at all to share that, just as long as everyone is okay with that. I'm getting a lot of head nods.
Yeah. I was thinking along the same lines, like maybe at the end, some type of meeting to kind of, again, to go through these same introductions again. I know when I was a PhD student, it's the reason I ended up in my job, is going to many of these things that Emory offered to get exposure to the diverse talent pool that's on this call. So I think that would be a fantastic way to either kick off or kind of wrap up the program.
So with all the mentors and the mentees? Okay, that's a great suggestion.
And
Yeah,
an added benefit to this program is that many of the mentors on this call I don't know. And so this is a great way for us to get to know each other as well. And so I see the value in outside of this program on us getting to know each other.
Absolutely. So that being said, we have all of your LinkedIns, we have your emails, but if you guys could share a short 2 to 5 sentence bio with us, that would be really helpful, and we can put that in a table and share it with everyone here. And then we can actually talk as a team and put together a closeout meeting. And that's a great suggestion. Does anyone else have any other suggestions or comments or questions?
I have a question, and this may have been covered before and I missed this, but the people that will be mentoring, where are they at in their life cycle? You know, are these Georgia Tech graduating seniors? Are these people who are early in their career? I may have missed, as I said, but it would be helpful to know.
Yeah, that's great. So most of them are graduate students. We have some young professionals as well, but they span from Emory, Georgia State. I think we have a couple Tech. They're all over the place. In the state of Georgia, though.
Thank you. Okay.
Anyone else?
How did you select this group of 35 or 40 mentees? Did you have like twice that many or 3 times that many? And how did you get to the group that you have today?
Sure, that's a great question. So we put out an application. We had over 30 who actually applied. And we didn't turn anyone down originally. We let everyone go through the sessions, but if people did not attend the professional development sessions and they didn't do deliverables, we actually did have to cut them from the program. That was one of the criteria, that they did have to be part of that. And so, yeah, that was another reason. We just wanted to not only make sure they were prepared from a professional development standpoint, but also wanted to make sure that they were committed to the program. So we didn't want to bring anyone in and make introductions and have you guys, try to chase around mentees who actually weren't committed. So that's how we got to this group.
And I'll just chime in really quickly. I think Rob Pearson can attest. He helped us in one of our professional development sessions. This group has been incredibly engaged. They've been asking questions. They've been very interactive during all these sessions, when I have seen many others where they just turn off their video camera and do homework the rest of the time. So it's been encouraging to see how excited they are. They want to learn more. They really want to see how they can get engaged. So I think it's a pretty good group that we have here.
Yeah, and fun fact.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask one more question. And how was it decided to be paired with the mentors? Was it just a random draw, or is it based on, your experiences as well?
Based on what they're interested in, common alignment of past experiences, what you guys could, indicated that you could help with versus what they wanted help with. Obviously, we can't do a perfect match for every single pair. That would be incredibly challenging, but I think that, no matter who you're paired with, even if it were a random draw, you guys can provide so much benefit to all of them. So, but no, we did have a strategy, and we did try to pair you as closely as we could based on interest.
See, I see a new business coming out of this, maybe an app with the mentor-mentoree match, I mean, this could be big.
And you swipe right or something?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Nice.
Thanks, Paul.
All right. Any other questions? Comments? All right. Perfect. Well, thank you guys again. We really appreciate it. You'll be receiving an email with who you're paired with. It will be 2 separate emails, 1 for each mentee. And if you have 3, it will be 3 emails. But just want to seriously thank you all again. We're extremely grateful for you all being part of this program, and we look forward to seeing how it progresses.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Nice to meet everyone.
Likewise.